Welcome everyone. Today we're going to take a deep dive into the pros and cons of living in Troy, New York. That's a city just north of Albany, New York. I've had requests for this, so it moved up on the list. Hey, whether you're a student, a young professional, or a retiree, choosing where to live can be a daunting task. That's why we're here to help you make an informed decision. So sit back, relax, and let's get after it. Welcome to the Living in Albany, New York YouTube channel. My name is Bob Eberle, and why should you listen to me? Well, I've lived in the Capital District my entire life, so I got a few things to say about it. Hey, if you want to learn everything that there is to know about what it's like to eat, sleep, play, and work in the Capital District of Albany, New York, and you find value, please hit that subscribe button. I think it's over there. Right next to it, you'll see the little bell icon. You click that, and then you click all, and you'll get notified every time we upload a new video. While you're at it, give us a smash on that like button. It doesn't cost anything. It helps us grow the channel, and I would appreciate it. Hey, if you get any value or you know someone else moving here, feel free to share the video. And finally, if you got any questions, you can leave them down below in the comment section, or you can go to bobeberle.realtor. Eberle is spelled E-B-E-R-L-E, and there you'll get all of my links. And if we get enough questions, hey, I might shoot a Q&A video. All right, now that we got all that out of the way, let's get into it. Top 10 pros. We're going to start with the positives here. And there's a lot to talk about. Troy's historic charm. Troy's historic architecture includes beautiful Victorian homes and historic buildings give the city a unique and picturesque appearance. Strolling through neighborhoods like Washington Park or the historic downtown district is a visual treat. They do a thing every year. They're called the Victorian Stroll, where people dress up. My sister does it. That's how I'm well versed in it. I've never done it myself. But it sounds like a lot of fun. The cultural scene. Troy boasts a vibrant cultural scene with venues like the Troy Savings Bank Music Hall, which hosts concerts and performances, as well as galleries and theaters that regularly showcase local talent. Hey, here's a quick short list. The Arts Center of the Capital Region. This center features rotating art exhibits, classes, and workshops. It's a hub for both showcasing and creating art in various museums. The Fulton Street Gallery, located in the heart of Troy, this gallery showcases works by local and regional artists. It's a great place to explore and appreciate visual art. The Collar City Works. Collar City Works is an artist-centered contemporary gallery that exhibits a diverse range of contemporary art, including painting, sculpture, and multimedia installations. And the Theater Institute at Sage. This is a hidden gem because most people aren't aware of it. It's an arts community. This arts community is Russell Sage's, that's one of the local colleges, Theater Institute. It was established in 2011 and originally under the supervision of Associate Professor Michael Musial. The Theater Institute at Sage is dedicated to providing quality live theater, arts, and education program to the Capital Region, youth, educators, and residents. The Institute also provides opportunities for Russell Sage students as performers, technicians, and teachers. I'm aware of this because I actually went to a Christmas play here one year. Didn't even know it was there, and I lived there my whole life. I grew up in Troy, and I wasn't aware of it. I knew Russell Sage was there. Education. Troy has 3 colleges. They have Russell Sage, as I just mentioned. Hudson Valley Community College offers a variety of programs for kids entering junior college. I went to Hudson Valley. Good school. It's now part of the SUNY system. When I went to it, it was on its own. And then they have the big one, which is Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. My nephews graduated from there. It's a renowned university, which is located up on the hill in Troy, and it offers educational and research opportunities. They got a pretty good hockey team, too. Outdoor recreation. Troy offers outdoor enthusiasts opportunities for activities like hiking at the Post and Kill Gorge, biking along the Hudson River, and picnicking in parks like Prospect Park and Freer Park. Freer Park also has a par 71 18-hole municipal golf course that you can play. The riverfront, being situated along the Hudson River, provides Troy with scenic riverfront views and the chance to enjoy boating, fishing, or simply strolling along the Riverwalk. Community events. The city hosts a range of community events, including the Troy Farmers Market. I shot a video, which I believe is up on the channel now, where I was at the farmers market and gave you a tour through downtown and the farmers market, which is one of the biggest farmers markets in all of the Capital District. The Troy River Fest, that's a musical event that happens down on the river weekly during the summer. And there are various cultural festivities that foster a strong sense of community. Here's a list of some interesting things to do in Troy. There's Troy Night Out. This is a monthly arts and cultural event that takes place on the last Friday of each month. It features art openings, live music, street performances, and special events at various venues throughout the city. Festivals. Troy hosts several festivals throughout the year, including the Troy River Fest, Rocking on the River, a summer concert series, and the Troy Pig Out, a barbecue competition and festival. Troy also hosts an annual Chowder Fest. This year, it's going to be October the 8th, starts at noon. There's no tickets to buy. You just show up and walk around downtown. But the 4-ounce samples from all the restaurants will be $2 a piece. Hey, if you love chowder, as they say in Boston, that was a very poor Boston accent, you'll love this event. I enjoy going to it. Might even bump into you there. Concerts and performance. Keep an eye out for concerts, theater productions, and dance performances. That was my cell phone going off. Probably somebody looking to buy a house in Troy. And live music events at venues like the Troy Savings Bank and other local theaters. Art exhibits, galleries in Troy, such as the Arts Center for the Capital Region, the Fulton Street Gallery, and Collar Works, regularly host art exhibits showcasing the work of local and regional artists. Lectures and workshops. Local institutes like RPI, the Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, and Hudson Valley Community College, we call it HVCC, often hosts lectures, workshops, and cultural events open to the public. Cultural celebrations. Troy may host cultural celebrations and heritage festivals that highlight the diversity of the community. The proximity to Albany. Troy's proximity to Albany, the state capital, means you can easily access government services, cultural attractions, and a broader job market while enjoying the quieter suburban lifestyle of Troy. You just hop over one of the two bridges and pick up I-787 heading south down to Albany, and you're right there. And if you're looking to go downtown Albany, you take 787 and right down to downtown. If you're looking to get on the other end of Albany where SUNY is or anything like that, you would take I-90 west and then get off one of the exits heading out that way. Affordable housing. While housing costs have increased in recent years, Troy offers more affordable options compared to some neighboring cities in the capital region, like Albany and Saratoga Springs. Just contact your local realtor. Shameless plug. Local businesses. Troy supports a variety of local businesses, including some cozy cafes, boutique shops, and family-owned restaurants, contributing to a unique and diverse local economy. Boy, if you're a foodie, Troy is a foodie's delight for sure. Lots of great restaurants there. I don't think I've ever had a bad meal down there. Transportation. Troy has a convenient access to major highways like I-787 and is served by public transportation, including the CDTA buses. CDTA stands for the Capital District Transportation Authority. This makes commuting to nearby areas relatively easy. There are always Uber and Lyft ride shares available as well. Hey, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button over there. I think it's over there. No, it's over there. I don't know. It's on one of those sides. While you're there, turn on those bell notifications so you're kept up to date every time we release a new video, which will be weekly. Also, if you have learned anything new here, please hit that like button. We do appreciate it. And it's a nice way of saying thank you. It doesn't cost anything. If you think this is great, I hope you do, please feel free to share it with a friend. You can also leave comments down below. I do read them. Hey, if I forgot something or left, you think I left something off that should be on here, leave the comment down below. Let's get back to the video. Okay, we're rounded third base. We're heading to home. Let's look at the cons. I don't care where you're living. Everybody's got a plus and a negative. So let's take a look at some of Troy's. Like many urban areas, Troy has areas with economic disparities. Some neighborhoods may have fewer economic opportunities and resources, which can lead to disparities in living conditions. I grew up in Troy, like I said. I grew up in North Troy called Lansingburg. And what you're going to find is that, it's an older community. So there, along with the great architecture that you find, because they don't build houses like that anymore, you're going to find some older, decrepit areas, to put it mildly. But they're working on it. Every community in this Capital District area is trying to get rid of bad neighborhoods. And, I personally think they're doing a pretty good job. Weather. Talk about this in every video, I think. We live in the northeast corridor of the United States. We get all 4 seasons here. And the winter can be a negative. In the last 4 or 5 years, we haven't had a really rough winter that I can remember, not as far as I'm concerned. But you do every once in a while. You will get one of those nor'easters where you get 2 or 3 feet of snow at one clip. But it hasn't happened in quite a few years. Traffic congestion. Parts of Troy, particularly during rush hours, can experience traffic congestion, which may require planning your commute accordingly. As I said, I grew up there, and I never found traffic congestion to be all that challenging. It's not like you're talking about New York City. Limited public transportation. While public transportation exists in Troy, it may not be as extensive as like larger cities like New York City, where you got subways and every other vehicle is a taxi. As I said, we have the bus service. They do have taxis, private company taxis, but I would say call an Uber. At least you know what you're paying when you get in the vehicle. High property taxes. Property taxes in some parts of Troy can be relatively high, depending upon what you're comparing it to and where you're coming from. But it's important to consider this when budgeting for home ownership. There's a lot of services that you get for your taxes in the city of Troy, that's why they're on the little higher side. Educational disparities. While there are good schools in Troy, some neighborhoods may have educational disparity. So researching your school district is crucial. And if you have children or plan to be in the future, you need to do some research on all the schools. There are private school options around. Emma Willard is, famous for a lot of celebrities who went there. There's LaSalle Institute is in Troy, which now takes girls. When I was in high school, LaSalle was an all-boys military school. Let's move right on. Crime. You have crime everywhere, Like many urban areas, Troy has some neighborhoods that have, higher crime rates on a whole. It's essential to research the neighborhoods and consider safety when choosing a place to live. Now, my feeling on the crime is there's crime everywhere. You do hear about things happening occasionally, but it's not like you're living in New York City where, you got to wear a bulletproof vest to go outside sometimes. Limited shopping options. While Troy has local businesses, you may need to travel to nearby cities for a wider range of shopping choices, particularly to get larger retail stores. Now, when I was a kid, downtown Troy was the place to go shopping. I can remember my mother hopping on the bus and going downtown with a couple of the neighbor women, and they would go shopping downtown Troy. Then the malls were invented in the suburbs, and that kind of killed downtown Troy. But it's coming back. It's got boutique shops, and so it's an enjoyable day out if you're shopping downtown Troy. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Um, Industrial areas. Some parts of Troy may have industrial areas, which may not be aesthetically pleasing and could potentially affect air quality in certain areas. You need to do some research on that when you are looking to buy a home. Flood risks. Well, being along the Hudson River, it does occasionally back up. It does flood. Depending upon where your house is, you may or may not need flood insurance. So that's something to consider as well. But if you're up the hill in other parts of the city, like up in the Freer Park area or Brunswick, Wynantskill, any of those areas, you're not going to need flood insurance there. It's important to remember that not everybody fits in the same shoe size. Everybody's different, so take the time to evaluate what's most important to you when making your decision. Consider things like your job opportunities, where you're going to be working, cultural experiences, the proximity to your family and your friends. By doing these things, you'll be able to make an informed decision that will lead to a happy and fulfilling life. As I said, my name is Bob, and I'm a licensed New York State real estate associate broker in the Capital District, i.e. the Albany area, with eXp Realty. We are the #1 relocation team in the area, and we get so many people reaching out to us about their moves to the 518, aka the Capital District. They call, text, email, and on a daily basis, and we love it. You can do the same thing too. Go to Bob Eberle, Eberle.realtor, and there you'll get all of my links, and you'll be able to schedule an appointment on my calendar. I'll shoot you a Zoom link. You can hook up with me on social media, however you want to get a hold of me. When it comes to moving to the 518, we got your back. So give us a call. I'll talk to you soon.